Hey guys, today I'm going to be starting to do a meal plan for every week. Since Jeremy is starting work tomorrow, I thought it would make it a little bit easier for us to plan our meals. We used to do this all the time and then we got out of it, and now that we have 3 kids, it's going to be important. Otherwise, we won't ever eat dinner or we'll just eat out all the time. So I will post my Trader Joe's haul below, and with all the groceries that are for this week, and of course it will last us longer than a week, but I have little Coulter with me here and he's making some baby noises. So first, these aren't going to go in any specific order, they'll just be whatever sounds good that night. But first we have tacos, and we're probably going to do steak or chicken tacos, but they kind of go along the lines of like fish tacos, but we're going to do steak or chicken because we already have both of those meats in the deep freezer. So we got to go on top of them. Well, first we're gonna put them on like a corn tortilla. We have green cabbage, avocado, cilantro, green and red onion, and then Jeremy makes this homemade crema sauce, which is absolutely delicious. He puts mayonnaise, sour cream, lime, cilantro, and I think like green onion, and he blends it up in the blender, and it is so good. So that will be a meal for this week. We'll probably have it earlier in the week because we have all the fresh like produce, and I may make like homemade salsa if that day is going okay. Our second meal is going to be like a chicken yellow curry, and I got the yellow curry sauce from Trader Joe's, which you can see in my haul below. And this time for vegetables, we're gonna put frozen broccoli, we've got frozen broccoli, not fresh, mushrooms, like a white onion and green beans, and then we'll just have it over like a white rice or brown rice, whatever we have. I'm not really sure. The next meal, we're gonna have a broccoli cheese quiche, which is super easy. I'm not necessarily gonna put recipes below, but I will post this one below because I found it on allrecipes.com, and I do things a little bit differently than they have, but if you follow that recipe, it'll still be delicious. But we just put broccoli and cheese in it, and we put a few different types of cheese. And it's actually a crustless quiche, so it's super easy. You just need like a cup of like the Bisquick, pancake mix or whatever. So it's really, really easy. And we have everything else. So we brought broccoli and some cheese, and that's all we needed for that meal. Again, you can click the recipe below. And then for our next meal, I don't really know what it's called. I found it on Pinterest, and I went to go click on it the other day, and it's actually been deleted, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I did a recipe video on it, but I never did the voiceover, so I'm not really sure what the measurements are for the ingredients, but maybe I'll go back and look at that because it sounds delicious and it was so good. But I think it was called like a Mexican white bean chicken chili or something like that, and it has, first it's all done in the crock pot mostly, besides the last few steps, but you take like chicken, and I think I put like a green bell pepper, onion, cilantro, and maybe some salsa in the crock pot and let it cook all day. And then at the end you cook quinoa and white beans and salsa verde. Oh, I can't remember the rest, but however, it's really delicious, and I will be determined to find that recipe so we can have it this week. Since it's cold outside, finally we can have soup. And on top you put like avocado and cilantro, so it is seriously a delicious soup. And then our last meal, it's super easy. We're just gonna have hot dogs and mac and cheese and maybe some steamed broccoli if we have leftover. But those are the meals. So we have 5 meals planned out. Considering that it is still a holiday week because of New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, we probably won't have all 5 of these meals, but a couple of them will probably roll over into the weekend or maybe even next week, which is perfectly fine. So that is our meal plan. And for lunches, I don't really plan out lunches, but we did buy certain things for this week. We bought a thing of roast beef, I believe it was, so we'll have roast beef sandwiches. I bought a can of black bean soup. I thought Cooper might like that, and if not, I'll just eat it. We'll make cheese crisps probably. Jeremy bought a couple of noodle bowls from Trader Joe's, and then we have a ton of fruit, which you can see in the hauls below, but we serve fruit with like every meal because that's what our boys love. So that's our meal plan. Click below for the Trader Joe's haul, and hopefully I will be doing this again next week.